the powerhouse that they are, they're going to have to get in here and set a precedence early on, which certainly they are trying to do that. Starting out on the CT side here in this third map of Inferno. Sean, we heard the desk talk about the statistics, the odds that are Astralis leading into the Inferno matchup. Now, if you were to tell me that Astralis can be beaten on this map, would you be lying?
They can be beaten. Na'Vi has proved that several times, actually, but it is very difficult.
And it should be very difficult. It is Astralis after all. Renegades here on the T side, just looking to get into this A bomb site, trying to get a little bit of wrap control, but now finding that smoke to be quite impossible wall to pass through. They have elected to go through it.
That's the rotator. They're making the correct call here. They're going to the B bomb site.
This is a pinch for B.
Zipex is going to have to deal with 5 players all by himself.
A great read here for Zipex in his first point of contact. He does not net any frags, does a considerable amount of damage, and actually that grenade does rain through Supreme there onto Azar. So now these 4 players of the Renegades are going to have to collect that bomb from construction, get it planted, and, well, Device going for the peak there alongside of Dupree, and Device the first victim, Dupree trying his best to be the second. Taking a ton of damage, and the bomb's still not planted until now. 20 seconds left on the clock, completely fine. You're going to see Astralis now back away from this situation entirely. They're going to go ahead and try to get out of there with the armor that they have. And, well, first round going to the Renegades this early on.
And I will say, Renegades has had some of the most creative and innovative pistol rounds I have ever seen a team bring to the major, and this is another one.
They're going to try to pressure it a little bit. See just how far they could push it against the defense that is Astralis, and trying to pistol some stuff back down on him. There's not a whole lot there to show for it. Dupree with the swing of the shotgun is able to take out Jacob before he's traded on by Gratisfaction, and that shotgun kill from Dupree will help monetarily. But in the big picture of the round, it's 4 versus 4.
Yeah, that's a win for Renegades right there. Taking out Dupree that early spreads Astralis a little bit thin. You can see they have 3 people around this A bomb site, but if Renegades wraps on A, they're in quite a good position.
Ouch. Azar finding Device with the ump. And now things have come down into the hands of Magis, Zipnix, and Glaive, and they're going to try to take these fights, even though they're outgunned. This could be deadly. They thought about maybe going through that arch, but instead they're going to go ahead and commit to the full wrap, and the peek there from Zipnix could have been huge. Comes up a little short. And now the numbers game has gotten even more awkward. Azar being that last player to come through the arch is going to spot Glaive, and that bomb is just barely going to escape its way into the B bomb site from CT spawn. Azar trying to wait this one out, see if he can do something here to keep the fight in their favor, but with that bomb planted, Azar knows there's a player lingering around here in CT spawn. He's going to find him, but not the kill. Unfortunately for Azar, Glaive is the better. And with 3 HP, Gratisfaction cannot hold on to this bomb and the bomb site, and will fall in the first round on the board here for Astralis. And right now they're setting up in mid to perhaps take that fight, having been pushed off Banana. There is a smoke down there, and it's starting to fade, but this grenade's going to be pretty big, and a lot of damage done onto him as well.
I think we're going to see a lot of grenades like that in Banana throughout this match, Trace. Zipix and Glaive are kings of controlling that area, always peeking and prodding down, using their utility to perfection.
There is only one king of Banana, and that's not even in play today. So, Glaive trying to swing here in middle, and he would have had quite the present for himself. Instead, he's setting up the bait there for Dupree. The Crossfire is in complete control of this mid corridor, and Glaive is running around playing a different game than the rest of us. Jacob finding a kill with the Deagle, goes for the second. Can't seem to do it. Another round on the board for Astralis. And with that, we can begin to look at the monetary situation that is Renegades. Buy is in order. We're going to see some utility coming out as well. Now, if you're the Renegades, right, Sean? If you're the Renegades, you've got your buy here. This is what you've got to work with. You've got 5 AKs, a little bit of utility. What's the game plan? How do we approach this?
Trace, I feel like if I knew that answer, I'd be playing Counter-Strike and winning majors, because
what
this
was I
CT
thinking?
side from Astralis is so hard to stop. They got to feel out this 3-man Banana push and likely make plays towards the A bomb site. They threw a counter smoke towards the car, but Device getting an opening kill at the bomb site with only 2 players. That's going to really confuse Renegades this round.
Yeah, that's a rough one to swallow, especially as Zipex playing real dirty there on the other side of the smoke. Does, in fact, take down Azar, and now we have 3 members of Renegades alive, Gratisfaction, Jacob, and JKS. with a little bit of utility and a case that they do have, they're going to try to get something going here as best as possible. But Device with the angle and the shot on the Jacob finds another one on the JKS, and should he find the last one on the Gratisfaction, they'll give him the three-peat. But Dupree instead will be marching through the smoke triumphantly and putting a third round on the board for Astralis.
Control taken there out of Renegades.
Yeah. And a property battle does ensue, as the Renegades do have a significantly lesser buy, significantly less equipment and weapons to work with here. And, well, Device is going to go ahead and eat Gratisfaction's lunch for what it's worth. He didn't last long in this round. And as to be expected, Magisk with a little bit of a push down here on Banana. They're going to flash him through, and he's going to go all the way in. Start mopping him up one by one. Takes down Liaz. Jacob goes for Azur, gets him as well. And again, Dupree is there to end out the round. And we do see a couple of shots there towards the ground. Don't think it's any sort of BM, but Device now set up in the halls with this AWP. And Renegades there in alternate mid. So,
looks like we're going to have a mid pop. They're willing to go through the smoke.
Yeah, that grenade's going to hit him just a little bit, but the mid pop is there, and oh my goodness, the timing for Dupree is just not. He does get flashed off, and he tries to throw a counter flash there towards the arch side, and actually gets caught out in the open. The trades are now coming in, and a massive shot there by Liaz, take down Magisk. And what has been a trade of affairs here over towards the A site. They have elected to stick around, and the rotation from the B players is on. Device in this pit with the AWP. Going to have his first shot off on the player coming out of halls. Actually has now let his position be known, and it has taken quite a bit of damage on a real awkward exchange in the pit. Azur coming out on top. And now with the bomb planted, it's up to Zipex and Glaive to get back in this bomb site. He's going to pick up that Molotov, and he does have a smoke, but JKS does have the angle. Zipex with not much to work with here, nor HP. I don't see a world where he goes for this, and, well, for the rest of the Renegades, they've got to start to back out. He's going to cause a little bit of damage on his way out of the door, but that's a second one on the board for the Renegades.
I love the approach coming out of Renegades right there. Ooh, oh no.
Dun-dun. Glaive, burning Gratisfaction alive. He was doomed nonetheless, and that's going to be the pick there for Astralis. These Molotovs are now really posing a problem. Azur taking a ton of damage there, down to 35 HP, has elected to pick up the AWP. And who was being challenged by Zipex is going to go ahead and fall, but should Azur keep playing with fire, he's going to get burned here by Device. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, here's though Glaive is going to get into the fight himself. That map control has diminished and is ultimately gone now as the Renegades try to lasso this one back into order. Walking right into what would have been a great crossfire. However, Glaive not smoked off. Well, take it all back. He was smoked off.
Glaive dominating that arch side on the rotate, re-smoking so that way the T's can't take it. Quite honestly, here they go back to this A hit. And I think they're, based on the guys staying bottom banana like this, they might try to split into spawn.
Again, well, I mean, it had worked for them in that opening round. They're going to run right into Zipex here. Finds 1-2. Can he grab a third? They're going to try to peek him, and he does indeed. Tries to pull out that deagle. Can't seem to do it for the fourth. JKS is eliminated not long after that. Liaz left all on his lonesome, having worked all the way up Banana, and almost in vain, considering the bomb is down there towards the arch side. He knows that there's a player lingering around over here at B. And, well, not a betting man, but if I were, I would say that the odds are highly stacked against this young man here.
I'm not even sure if he could run and grab the bomb and get back, Trace, so I'm going to go ahead and side with you on this one.
You know, sometimes people make things up. Sometimes people fib about things. Mid-aggression here from Dupree. He's had enough, and for what it's worth, he's going to run into Renegades that have 0 armor, 0 weaponry, 0 utility. It's just a matter of time. Now, they have found a kill on a Magisk, so it's not bad, all things considered, but the money is stacked too high for it to really even come into a factor here, and they're just going to get cleaned up on their own ramp. Now, this is a strange situation. They've already pushed down Banana, and I think they now know that Jacob is just hanging around on the ramp. 7 on the board for the Astralis side. Dupree and Magisk as the points of contact over here. Dupree about to get nasty with it, and by that I mean he's going to be eradicated. The spam from Glaive, though, will prove to be disastrous as they walk right into a grenade from Magisk. This is all falling apart at the seams, and Azur can't seem to put it all back together. He's tried to do something. And whether JKS gets that frag or not on Zypex, there is nothing that can be put together there at the end of that round, Sean. Make sure you put me on any socials you use that on. Go ahead.
Nah.
Nah is exactly what Device has said. He has taken out one in this round and put a considerable hurt onto Gratisfaction in the meantime. And I'm not really sure what to make. Oh, there, that all makes sense now. The crossfire here in middle is proving to be that of a fatal funnel. However, Azure with this little slide out there does take down Zypex. And Glaive all the way down now will have the upper hand. And you've got to get Azure here to make a play. You've got to get him in the round somehow if you're a Renegade.
He is on quite a good lurk right now, but Dupree getting tons of information at top mid.
That doesn't help. No. JKS falling to Dupree. They're in the halls, and Azure posted up in the library. I don't think that they know he's there. I guess there is a chance that they just saw him, but it doesn't appear as though. I mean, they're not really reacting to it. And again, some smokes come out here late in the round. Astralis really pressuring you to come through here and fight us one-on-one. And in that moment, the one-on-one was not exchanged in their favor. Azure finding one, but does he know the second player's here? He's gonna go for the frag, almost grabs it. They can use all of your energy, as now they're gonna have to face Device, who has found himself stuck off in a Molotov here. Now, this is where Astralis playing 3 towards B early in the round will certainly help them out. They have a 5-man presence here from the Renegades. They need to find a way through the smoke, but Glaive finding a kill through it will not help the cause whatsoever. Zypex pushing through as well. They're going to take this fight to Makar, and they're not going to go down without one. Jacob, though, doing something in this round in the favor of Renegades.
Again, I really like how Renegades put so much pressure on this banana. But it's so black and white when they opt to take it. It's either all or nothing.
Yeah. It's not really a wave thing, but then again, Astralis isn't really giving them the chance to set up for waves. You know, the way they're using their utility, they're pretty much, you either fight us head on, or we're going to make you battle out for the entirety of the round. Which now, it looks like the Renegade's probably going to walk into that op of Device should they elect to go this direction. However, Azure and JKS going to go ahead and flex back. Playing around in the apartments. Going to try to make some presence on the other side of the map. They do have the defense of Astralis split between the two sites.
It looks like these players going back towards middle might just be trying to draw a rotate. I can't really see much.
Imagine, oh no.
Much of a reason otherwise. So they're trying to grab Glaive to come back towards the arch and then end up hitting the B site, but it's just not working.
It's not working at all, and I'm pretty sure Astralis knows it. They've got their spidey senses tingling, and with the timer ticking down, there's only one place it could be, right here on the B site. The frags are being exchanged, but the time is also dwindling. They would have to have gotten the bomb plant now, and unless they start eradicating these enemies, nothing will be happening there, and they just drug the clock out too long, Sean. The Renegades definitely making a stand here in Katowice.
And we cannot write them off on this map. The first map they won, they were down 12-3.
That's right. Bounce back, and that was Mirage. If you're an Inferno, storylines could play out similarly, so make sure you don't go anywhere. Renegade's trying to go somewhere, though. They're going to try to go towards this A site. This peek by Device will prove to be just fatal for that of JKS, and another one for him. He's going to take Liaz down as well. Gratisfaction by himself. 1 minute left. Does have the AWP and bomb. But against 4 members of Astralis, well, with all the wishes in the world. The no-scopes, though, didn't account for those. Did take down Device. Very well done. But again, not really much that he can hope to put into action here.
No, he finds himself in a very tough position. Won't even be able to take that AWP into the next round.
Yeah, they punish him there.
It's like they're opting to take banana right now. Device, more of the same out from him.
Yeah, running into that op is not going to really help, to say the very least. Gratisfaction out of the round now, and the 4 remaining Renegades have a very, very, very big fence in front of them to try to hop over. On the other side, Mr. Feeney. And that would be Glaive here. They don't know. They're probably going to check this, but JKS, it's not really going to pan out. I hate to say it. The spray down is there. Glaive finding 2. Looking to find the other 2, and in a weird way, There's a kill from midair. Deagle shot by Jacob. Also a 1D, so don't hang your hats just yet. They're poised running this up, and a very, very fast flick there from Device, ending the hopes and dreams of the Renegades. 12-2.
Fortunately, though, astralis is reading this so well because they have banana control. And if you look, there's two people on that arch side, two people holding the opposite side. Device getting so aggressive, and he's going to get this. The bomb's down top mid. All of the info is in astralis' hands.
Yeah, just trying to hold it together, and they can't seem to do that. Azar, now mind you, they have that Molotov, so they're going to be able to clear out the pit here, and that's big. Liaz looking to hold it together, can't do that. Magisk and Zipnik has come up on top. And it's now down to the three members of the Renegades, and Azar, Jacob, and JKS to retake this bomb site, but it doesn't appear as though they're going to go for it at all. Having situated and posted up in that B bomb site the entirety of the round, they're going to concede it, and that's going to be 14 on the board for astralis. Not the start you were hoping for if you're a Renegades fan.
Yeah, what a brutal pistol round coming out of astralis right there. Two players in the A bomb site, one of which you did 90 damage to, and you're in the pit unimpeded. There's no way that Renegades was going to win that round based on the call out of astralis.
Astralis or the Renegades, should they come back, up to 3-0. That is the big magic number for this Swiss system, but as it stands, Jacob with that aggression there, down banana, is not going to prove to bring anything forward for the Renegades. In fact, if anything, may have set this up in a way that they don't know that there's two players here. These smokes maybe going to hold off astralis just a little bit. They don't necessarily need to go through it with the quickness. And they don't seem to want to either.
They don't. They have these two HE grenades, and they dump them both to the coffin position. No one from Renegades is there, but that is their last smoke at banana. You can see Azza's just holding it all by himself. astralis spreading out now, going back towards the A bomb site.
There's going to have to be some huge individual plays here from the side of Renegades. The other domination of astralis is at hand, and they seemingly have not found an answer just yet. 40 seconds on the clock. Could be Azar that finds that first contact. He does catch a Device out in the open. Puts him down a considerable amount of damage, but ultimately does not win the skirmish. Gratisfaction getting one on the other side of the map. And now what is a fight for the boiler room control has gone in the way of astralis. They start working their way up there towards that porch, taking the A site, having a casualty in Dupree in the meantime. And that bomb will be planted there in a pretty safe location by Magisk. Now, important note here, Sean, the two AKs, as well as the Galil over on astralis, you have to mention the fact that they are low. So there is a chance, but it would really take something here, and Device is going to find himself in a really, really advantageous position. The real thorn in the side, and the timing just works out impeccably. You couldn't even script it if you tried. Device finding the two there under the porch, and that is not a good look from the Renegades.
That is such a veteran play coming out of Device, playing the sound, waiting for his teammates to make contact.
No, it's not. Not to mention the fact that the 5 AKs here on astralis, they pretty much dictate how they want to approach this. They can pretty much do whatever it is that they would like to do. And at least Liaz has something to say about that, but Dupree has even bigger words to exchange, finding the 2 kills there on Liaz and Gratisfaction. Now, as they're kind of postured over here towards the B side, they don't have the bomb, but they do have all the frags necessary. Jacob and JKS, the only thing standing between astralis and a map victory. Jacob with the shotgun frag. Does bring him down to 22 HP. And the bomb is going to be working its way up to A now. They're going to have to leave a play over here at B. They don't really have a choice.
But Dupree is in the pits. The bomb is coming up mid. They knew that both players would be at B once the Mag 7 comes through the smoke. I do not see a way that Renegades can retake this bomb site, but they have to try, Trace.
So you're telling me that there's a chance, but ultimately the House of Cards has fallen. And it's all going to fall down to this. JKS and Jacob have to go for the retake here. There is no letting off the gas. This is, in fact, match point. And Jacob's not going to last long in the fight himself. Going to the frag, JKS finding one, not enough. And astralis have done it here, 3-0 through the legend stage, as predicted, as put on through the simulation.